You're watching SKST Radio.
Well, welcome to another episode of SKST Radio. You got me laughing. And
I
I
like
am
that
Cammy
theme
Grayson, and I
song.
have a new friend. He goes by the name of NoxBond, and he is like the multi-talented artist. And I just cannot wait to get to know this guy. And plus, he has patience out of this world. Absolutely love this man already. Knox, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you
So,
for
how
having
you
me on.
doing?
I'm blessed and highly favored. Thank you for
Yes,
asking.
you are. Yes, you are. And you put up with me today, so that's pretty cool.
That's all right. Like I said, we get to see the inside of a snow globe. So if y'all never
That's
knew what it
right.
was like to have an
All winter
interview
long,
inside
we're
of a
gonna be
snow globe,
sprinkling the snow. I tell you,
that's it.
I'm in Virginia Beach, and it's cold here right now. So
Yeah, I
where are
lived in
you?
Reiner. I'm in Atlanta.
You in Atlanta? So how's
Yeah,
it there?
cold.
It's real
Very,
cold too.
very, very cold. Yeah, I didn't
Oh
know Atlanta
wow.
was so cold. Yeah.
Oh my. Are you originally from Atlanta?
No, I've only been here for about a year. So I've been all over the country, like all over. I've lived in 20 states and I've probably visited 30.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay, so tell people who you are, because from me looking at your bio, I realize you've been everywhere. You're managing all these different groups and artists, and you're producing songs, and you're writing, and man, so let's
Well,
start from the
kind of.
beginning.
I mean, like it, a lot of people have that appearance. Like a lot of people hit me up and they're under the impression that I manage artists. So they hit me up and they say, "Hey, will you manage me?" And I'm not a manager. I don't manage anybody. I own and develop record labels.
Okay.
And so I don't, like, I'm not going to manage you. I'll take ownership of your record label, which
Okay.
will then turn it into my record label. And then if it's my record label, I'm going to do everything that I can for your record label to succeed, and we're going to split the money. So it's not typical. What I do is not, I don't really have any competition. There's not really anybody out here doing what I do
Mm-hmm.
because it was kind of just created out of necessity for myself to be able to be successful in the music industry. And as I developed as an artist in the music industry, I also had to develop as a business person in the music industry. And so I built my company to be able to basically break artists and break DJs. That's the whole thing, right? Because
Right.
if you want to break an artist, you have to be able to have the artist on some pretty major platforms. But if you want to get onto those platforms, it's pretty high level of pay to play for the most part. So the way around that is if I place a DJ on those platforms, then it kind of just like takes out the pay to play. So, for instance, I've placed a DJ on Sway in the morning. Yeah, hold up, bro. I got this interview real quick. Give me a minute. Uh, so I've placed a DJ on Sway in the morning and got my music played on Sway in the morning by placing a DJ on Sway in the morning. Now on that same playlist, I had my artist music played. You
Right.
know what I mean? So like at this level, I own my own radio syndication network. So and then I'm my own DJ. So I'm the DJ, the artist, the record label, the promoter, the syndication network. I do everything.
Yeah.
And I scaled it up to where it's not just doing it for myself, it's doing it for myself and other people. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So I own Next Level DJ Coalition. We are the number 1, 2, and 3 DJ coalition on Google. So if you go to Google, you type in DJ Coalition in quotes so that it searches for the term DJ Coalition.
Mm-hmm.
It's a takeover. like the full front page. Next level, next level, next level, next level, next level. So, I have around 1,000 DJs.
Wow.
The other coalitions have 200 to 300 members. They some of them say some pretty astronomical numbers, but they also post their rosters. So you can go to their website, go to the roster, look at it, and see how many members they have. We also post our roster, and
Right.
we're gonna apply member numbers, because a lot of people, they just flat out don't believe me when I tell them I got 1,000 DJs. You know what I
Right.
mean? So we're gonna instate member numbers moving forward, to where we actually have like DJ number 1,033.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
But let me ask you this: do you do more than just DJs, or because other coalitions do like hosts, podcast hosts,
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, so like,
models?
yeah, it's a coalition. So it's just people from every walk of life in the music industry.
Gotcha.
We have, well, like DJ T Nice, he owns SGE, Street Grind Entertainment, right?
Yeah.
So SGE Radio is a part of it. We've got big people in the industry that are like the owners of other DJ coalitions. We've got, the owners of magazines and websites and platforms and radio stations. So yeah, that's kind of the whole thing. Is it's everybody in the music industry, and we all just work together to be able to build a platform to where, as a record label, we own the music, which means that we're directly benefiting off of all the promotion and marketing. It's like when you work for the industry, you're kind of doing it just like for the artist. Like, you're just
Right.
doing it for the exposure, the same way that the artist is doing it. You're putting Lil Wayne's music up there because you think that Lil Wayne's fans might gravitate to you, not because you're gonna have a direct impact. Well, with us owning the music that we're promoting and the artists that we're promoting being signed to the label, uh, it's different. If $1 million is generated, then $500,000 goes into our pocket.
Yeah.
If a
Yeah.
plaque is generated, you get a plaque with your name on it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's different. We're a direct part of the music industry in every aspect, from the record label, creating the music, the DJs, the radio stations, the magazines, the websites, the models, the distribution companies. Nipsey Hussle told me I got to do everything in house to save money and make everything sustainable. Shout out Nipsey Hussle.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So, with your coalition, do you guys do like conferences and things like that?
Nah, nah. A lot of my DJs and a lot of executives want me to, but to be honest, there's no point. It's like it's a shit show, man. It's just like this big smoke and mirrors circuit. Like, why do you even have a conference and have the same 100 people come in year after year after year after year? I mean, like, I get it. It's an industry, it's a business, and the point of it is to make money. So,
Right.
like, if we were to have a conference right now, the point of a conference would be to make money. It wouldn't be to do anything for anybody. It would be because we could sell tickets to the conference, we could sell performance slots for the artists to perform,
Mm-hmm.
and we can charge for the DJs to come in and set up their stuff.
Right.
So I don't care about that, man. I got a freight company. My freight company makes money. So you know what I mean? Y'all ain't that, like the other coalitions and the people in the industry. Y'all ain't got no competition for me. Y'all can have that money. Y'all can have the conference money and I don't want none of that bullshit. I ain't worried about none of that. What we doing over here is competing with major labels.
Mm-hmm.
And the other coalitions, they pretty much are in the business of promoting independent artists and making money. I'm not in that business. Yeah, so that's that. Therefore, I'm not competition. You can do everything that you're doing and help me with what I'm doing.
Hmm.
And at no point are we competing with each other.
Right, right.
Because all
So,
I care about is my record label.
right.
I
So,
don't care about nothing else. Like, do everything you're doing. Go on Sway in the morning. Become a big dog. Just remember to play my music while you're there because I'm the
right,
one who puts you there. So
right.
it's, you know what I mean? It's just really that simple. I'm in the business of doing favors for people and then calling them on their favors and saying, hey, remember me?
Yeah. Scratch my back, I scratch yours, pretty much.
That's it. I did not do that for charity work.
Yeah, yeah. It makes sense. It makes sense. So, how did you get started in this industry?
Just as a rapper, as a rapper, it was like when I was really, really young, my dad told me, uh, son, you want to be a rapper, so does millions of other people. And they've been wanting to be rappers since the 80s. You've had kids that wanted to be rappers and spent their whole life trying to be rappers since the 80s. And he said something that really like set kind of the precedent. He said, what are you going to do different?
Yeah.
And when he said, what are you going to do different? That kind of like designed the whole concept of my company because it's like, what's next? What am I going to do to stand apart from other people? And so I kind of had that in the back of my mind when I started rapping. So it's like, I'm rapping on the street corner with everybody else. We all rapping. And then what am I going to do different? Well, I'm going to go to the studio. So
Hmm.
now I'm in a different class of artists. Now everybody who's making music in the studio, what am I going to do different? So I'm gonna use producers who make beats for major label artists, so that you can't compare the other artists to me because my beats are
Right.
superior, and there's no question. And if you're a hater, you can't hate on me because of my beats, because that's one of the first things that a hater will gravitate to is your beats not good enough, your production's not good enough. So
Mhm.
now I have a response. Okay, well, he made a beat for Lil Wayne, so that just means you're a hater. So, because my producer, charges $10,000 for his beats, so either you're a hater or don't know what you're talking about, right? So now that puts me in a different class, right? Because now I'm only competing with people who have industry quality beats, and it just kind of kept going like that. So now it's like, what else? What can I do to separate myself from all these other people
Right.
that all have industry beats? And so, like, I think with me, the first major move I did is I got on Paul Wall's mixtape, and I got a song co-written by Jamie Foxx,
Wow.
and then I won the BDS next to blow talent search, and I won first place. And then I won the 5-time undefeated champion of Battle of the Fresh Jams on Power 93.9 in Wichita, Kansas. So like I was on rotation in the radio. And then it was like, what can I do to stand apart from everybody who's doing all of this already?
Right.
So it's almost like a reset every time, right? Because
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
you
Because
can't get content because there's this question in the back of your head of what makes you different.
yeah.
So no matter, even when I'm in the room, so now it goes higher, right? And it's like the things that separate me, they separate me and they put me in a different class, but there's still people in those classes.
Right.
So
Right.
it's like, what else can I do? So then I hired a publicist and went to LA and went to the BET Awards and headlined at South by Southwest. And I mean, literally, I'm over here like, what else can I do? So
Right.
I did 1 million views on a video on World Star within 24 hours. And, it's like, so constant. Like, what else can I do? Now I own my own radio syndication network. So I can literally create the whole mix, put whatever songs I want to be in that mix, and
Hmm.
then put them on 30, 40, 50 radio stations. I'm pretty sure I'm at a level where there's not a class of people here anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
that
absolutely.
was supposed to cost me $10,000. That we're in the big leagues now. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, I've had an artist pay $10,000 for a radio campaign to get on 8 radio stations. I've seen it personally. Like, it was my artist. It was me that dictated the budget being spent to do radio promotion, and then looking over the reports and saying, "Huh, we got picked up by 8 radio stations. That don't make any sense. Why did we do this?" And now, fast forward, and I'm getting us on 30 radio stations, but that
Wow.
$10,000 bag never exchanged hands. So theoretically, I just saved $10,000 for every artist that's on one mix.
Hmm.
I can do mixes whenever I want because I'm the DJ and the radio syndication and the
Right.
artist. And then I also signed other artists. So like I can take P Gutter and put his new song with Jadakiss on it, and take Trill Will and put his mix with Little Dirk on it, and take Lucchese and put his stuff on it. And so now these artists who don't have a budget, to be able to have a budget,
Hmm.
because why would they give anybody money if I'm getting their stuff on the radio for free?
Yeah, what would you?
So it's like, promoters, they want to get money, and they're like, "Hey man, can we get money off you?" And I'm like, "Nah, you can't get a red cent off me, bro." Like, but what I will do is put you in position, let you work for me, promote me for free, and help you become a better promoter in the process. And at this point, it's a no-brainer. There's no dues. There's no charge. You get benefit after benefit after benefit. I'm putting DJs on Sway in the morning. Nobody else can say that.
Right.
You know what I mean? These other DJ coalitions can't say they're putting DJs on 30 radio stations. They just can't. It's not their design. It's not their plan. It's not what they ever wanted to do. So
Right.
it's what I want to do. So that's what my plan is. So I don't have no competition at that level. So Pops, that's what I'm gonna do different.
There you go. I absolutely love it. I love your frame of thought, and I love the way that you position, like you said, you're here to help other people as well. So,
Right.
it's not always just all about you, is what I'm hearing. It's about everyone. So I think that's really, really cool.
It's never been about me because from the beginning, I had a brother, and my brother was in the music the same way as I am. So as soon as that first step was made of what are you going to do to separate yourself, and I left the street corner and I went to the studio, of course I brought my brother with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
as soon as the next step is made of getting those industry level producers, of course I put my brother on those songs.
Yeah.
And then when the next step is made of having the ability to get on mixtapes and get features and get distribution and get on these platforms,
Hmm.
of course I'm going to put my brother on as well.
Yeah.
And then
Absolutely.
when other people see it, wait a minute, you do it for him? Will you do it for
For me,
me?
exactly. Why not?
And then of course I'm going to come up with the price. And my price isn't in advance because I know these artists are broke. So instead of charging them, hey man, I'm gonna do it like I wish somebody would have done it with me. And listen, bro, if it's successful, we gonna eat on the back end.
Yeah.
If it's successful. 99.99999% of the time, it's not going to be successful. It's not going to generate money. because that's not what this music industry does. This music industry isn't about generating money, it's about generating publicity, fame, and
Mhm.
exposure. And people don't understand that. Like the whole industry is smoke and mirrors. Like it's really just a money laundering operation where they get billion-dollar loans and then they take that and they wash it by giving advances to artists, and then the money isn't made at all. Like
Yeah,
it's crazy, man. It's not what it looks like.
yeah, and the interest that they want back on it too, on top of everything else.
Any loan is gonna come with interest.
Yeah,
Any
it's
loan's
great.
gonna come with interest. So, like BlackRock just invested $1 billion into the music industry. They just gave up $1 billion. They don't care about getting that money back.
Yeah.
They're not they're not worried about actually getting the money. It's the control.
Hmm.
It's having control over the music. Like I own 100 record labels. If I wanted to, I could very easily instate an agenda. Everybody write a song about this. And I could do the same thing as BlackRock if I wanted to be an asshole. And if you don't, we're not going to post your fucking music.
Yeah.
And you don't have the option to just go post it elsewhere, because if you do, our team is going to take it down as soon as you post it.
Right.
That's a
Right.
copyright violation of your own music because you signed a contract which made it our music. But here's the thing. What the fuck else am I going to get from it?
Right.
These artists ain't making no money. The only the only possibility of me ever getting compensated for them taking advantage of what I've built is if we sign a contract that says, hey man, 5 years up the road, when all this shit pays off, because you've been doing free interviews and free press for 5 years, and now you're famous. Now you're on the radio. Now you get $20,000 a show. I want half that shit.
Yeah.
And I don't care if it took 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. You did it with my platform. I want half the money
There you
for the
go.
rest of your life. And if you don't want to do it, I'm perfectly okay with that.
Yeah. Move on to
Perfectly
the
okay with
next.
that. Because I don't need artists. I'm the artist. Remember, I can create the music, DJ it, put it on the platform, and get 100% of the profit. And if I want to, I can make the beat and get 100% of the profit. But I'm not a selfish guy. I'm
Right.
trying to be like, hey man, you make the beat, you feature on the song. I ain't even got to be on the song.
Nice. Nice.
But it makes more sense for me to push my own music.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I get 100%. If I push somebody else's stuff, I get 50%. If I push a collaboration that I'm on, I get 75%. Business wise, it makes more sense for me to promote my singles. That is all me. That I don't have to split no money with nobody. That's
Right.
not what it's about, man. I'm trying to feed everybody. I'm trying to feed the producers, the features, the artists, and everybody. And I'm trying to create a whole way that doesn't exist at all.
Yeah.
I'm making it exist.
Well, that's powerful. It really is.
Yeah, there's a lot of power in it. There is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I feel honored to have met you tonight. This is so cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring you back if you don't mind, and we're going to explore some of your music. We're going to play, some of your music on the show. We have a big number of followers, and so every little bit helps, right? And so I think
Absolutely. Yeah.
we can
I
do
love my fans. You know what I mean? Like the artist is nothing without the fans.
right.
And I will always understand and appreciate that and show love and give back, as much as I can to the fans. So yeah, I'd love to come back and play some of my music. Like I said, T Nice is one of our DJs and one of our sponsors. You know, anybody can join. You can join. You can sign up for Next Level. It's free. There's no dues. You fill out the registration form, you get sent a company handbook. It's unlike any other coalition. Like you literally get sent a company handbook with a video to introduce you to the company. And then what a lot of people don't know, I started DJs getting flyers for the DJ coalitions
Wow.
because before I came along, DJs were very unappreciated. And there was not a single DJ coalition who did flyers to announce their DJs. That was one of the very first things that I did. I paid $250 to a graphic artist to create a template instead of a graphic design. I didn't want a flyer for myself. I wanted a template that I could use. So and there was a purpose behind that, right? The DJs don't have a way to represent themselves and show off their social media and
Hmm.
tell people where to go, kind of like an EPK. It's like I call it a mini EPK. And it looks good and crisp and clear. Some of them are really bad quality, some of them don't have one at all. So what we do is it's kind of like, as a DJ, what sets you apart? What makes you different? So it's like the very first thing we do for all of our DJs for free is we give them a $250 flyer. Now that flyer cost me $250. So if you were to hire a graphic artist to make that flyer for you, there is an actual cost of $250 to that flyer. We give it to you for free. So
Nice.
now you've got a professional image and a professional brand to represent yourself. It's got your picture, your social media, and then on top of that, it shows that you are now sponsored by about 50 companies that you don't even know nothing about. But you can represent that you're sponsored by them, because if anybody goes and traces it back and asks that company directly, does Next Level DJ Coalition not only have your permission to use their logo, in fact, you asked them to use your logo, did you not?
Right.
So you know what I mean? It's like, and it's that type of thing. So we give the DJs a flyer, and then we give them syndication. We put them on, 20, 30 different radio stations, and we put them in a chat room with hundreds of people.
Hmm.
So even if they never speak to us again, we just changed their life. So at that point, just like I said, I'm gonna come around because you owe me now,
Yeah.
because I've done a lot of things for you, and you haven't done anything for me. So I mean, just technically speaking, that means you owe me. So
Yeah.
if I come and I say, hey, can you play this record? It shouldn't be no problem at all.
Right. Yeah.
And
I
it's
get.
it's not. It never is. It's all family. It's all love.
Yeah.
You put somebody on the radio. You help them do things. Then they don't have a problem. But the problem in this industry is loyalty
Hmm.
and people remembering. And that's why I do the contract the way that I do it, because people are very quick to forget.
Yeah.
They're
Oh
very
yeah.
quick to forget who put them in position. I've had artists that I took them from 200 to 15,000 followers in a 3-month period. Organic, real followers that were based on DJs playing their music all over. And they had the audacity to tell me that they did that. It had nothing to do with me, and they didn't need me. And then I had to let them off my label. So, I've learned lessons. Hey, just remember, you want my help.
Yeah.
I don't want your help. You want my help. I don't ask nobody for help.
Yeah. Yeah. And I get what you're saying, because we do the same thing here at the studio. You get people that they don't want to pay. They don't want to pay for your services. We set you up nice, pretty, get you on our platform, and it's time to pay the piper. I think I even
I
put.
needed snow in the background. Nobody told me we was gonna be live from a snow globe. You know what I mean? Or I would have had some snow in the background there, but
Yeah.
everything costs a cost. But
Yeah.
it's like what the artists don't realize is, okay, so you can't pay, but you can provide a service.
Exactly.
You can, you know what I want to know? Why the artists never out here promoting the DJs that they want to promote them? That's what I never understood. Like, you want these people to post your music. You can very clearly see they're your competition. They're doing the same thing. They
Right.
want people to post their music. They got mixtapes, radio stations, artists they're pushing.
Yeah.
They're doing the same thing as you. They want people to support them the same way that you want people to support you,
Support you. Yeah, exactly.
but you don't support them.
Yeah.
But you want them to support you. So that's not how we operate. We support them heavily. We give them the means and the methodology to be successful.
Hmm.
And all we ask is they play our music.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty good
Don't sound
deal.
like it's a lot to ask at all.
So we're definitely providing a service, um, which is just for me, money's not the best thing that you could do for me.
Right.
If I charge you $20 dues or $50 dues a month, right? It's the best thing that you could do for me is to use your platform to promote my brand.
Yeah.
That's where, because here's the thing: if I was to hire you to use your platform to promote my brand, it would cost me more than that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely.
It would cost me more than that. So all day long, I'm winning. If you're willing to repay my favors and services, not with cash, but with using your platform, then I'm gonna help you build your platform. And
Exactly.
everybody has to win together, man. Like, artists are selfish.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're very, very selfish. They're very self-centered. They're deluded, and they're entitled. And they don't want to do anything for anybody else. And it's like they care about the wrong things. Like,
Yeah.
I see so many artists that posted fake numbers on Spotify today, yesterday. Like, I got a bazillion views. That's what's up. So my question to you is, when you made a post on Instagram in the last 30 minutes, 2 people hit like. The fuck happened to those bazillion people on Spotify?
Yeah.
Where the fuck are they at?
Yeah.
Like, real talk. Like, where are these fan bases? Because they're not on social media. And social media is where the people are.
Yeah.
So it's just not adding up. You know what I'm saying? It's not adding up. Like, okay, cool. You got, I think 10% is the average. That's how you know they're using bots, right? They got
Hmm.
uh 2 million followers, got them 20 million streams, or 20,000 followers got them 200,000 streams, or 200,000 followers got them 2 million streams. Whatever it is, that's kind of the dead giveaway. Is
Right.
is the like the dead giveaway? It's 10 times the amount. So yeah, man, all I got to say is, if 200,000 people heard your music and you don't have any fans, you're a fucking failure.
Straight up.
I I would rather have 1,000 real people listen to my music than I would have a million fake streams.
Yeah. Because it's not, didn't add up. Those are the people who actually are going to buy your music
It's
or
gonna fuck
support
up your
you.
analytics.
Yeah.
It's gonna fuck up your analytics. That's what's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna make it to where you don't have any traction, and it's never going to change, and you're going to delude yourself, and you're going to blame the algorithm, and you're going to blame this, and you're going to blame that,
Yeah.
but it's never going to add up. And it really fucks you up, man. It really messes up your numbers, your analytics, your whole success path. And smart people like me in the industry who see that you use fake views, they're just going to look right past you.
Yeah.
It's like blackballing yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, like, if I go see your shit, you got 5,000 likes, 3 comments, and then maybe, I don't know, 20 comments from fake accounts that are obviously fake. You know what I'm saying? Where are those 2,000 people who hit like? Where are they?
Yeah.
Like for real? Because I did that. I tried it. I tried hiring shady promotion companies that make promises of guaranteed numbers. And it trashed my analytics.
Yeah.
Fucked up my analytics.
I can only imagine. I can only imagine because at the end of the day, no one actually saw your stuff. No one actually heard your music because you don't have real people, you know?
Look, the way the algorithm works is that, let's say it shows it to a test group, your post, right? It shows your post to a test group of 10 people. And then depending on how those 10 people react, it'll show it to more people. So if it shows it to 10 people and the 10 people are fake accounts and none of them react, it doesn't know that they're fake accounts.
Mm,
It's just not going to show it to anybody else
yeah, because there
because
was
the
no.
first 10 accounts that saw it did not react.
Yeah,
And they can't react because they're fake accounts.
exactly. Yeah,
So
and that's my point. It's
it's
a snowball effect.
you're really blacklisting yourself,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Whereas if it shows it to 10 real people, 5 of those people respond and they interact, it then shows it to 20 people. And then 8 of those people respond and it shows it to 40 people. And then 20 of those people respond, it shows it to 80 people. You can't trigger that algorithm if your fan base is fake.
right, right. Yeah, it's the numbers. The numbers don't lie.
The numbers lie. They lie.
I mean, the actual numbers.
There's no way to tell what is real and what isn't.
Oh,
You know what? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to give you the key. Comments don't lie. Comments don't lie. If you see 2,000 likes, they have to have 200 comments to generate that. That's how the algorithm works.
okay.
So if there's 2,000 likes and 20 comments, those 2,000 likes are fake. The comments, the 200 comments is what generates the 2,000 likes. Because it has a heavier weight. If somebody comments on your stuff, it has more of an impact than if somebody likes it. So it's going to show it to even more people.
There.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You cut up a little bit, but yeah. So
Yeah.
it's a whole science to it. It's not, there's nothing that's chance, and there's nothing that's accidental. There's a real science to the music industry.
Yeah. Well, all this is so interesting. I mean, gosh. So, well, I know that tell people how they can get in contact with you because I know people will be interested in joining your coalition.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can find me at noxbondworld.com, or you can look me up on Instagram at noxbond. You can also go to reallifemusicllc.com and nextleveldjcoalition.com. If you're a DJ or somebody who's in the music industry you go to nextleveldjcoalition.com and you click where it says DJ registration. You fill out that form, and somebody with our team will be in touch with you, and we'll get you the handbook and get you in the chat rooms. And then you just kind of follow up with them to do the radio syndication and like different stuff like that. If you're an artist, send me your EPK, your bio, links, write-ups, anything that makes you stand out. Ask yourself what makes me different, and then kind of explain that to me. Send me an email at noxbondmusic@gmail.com. Presentation, branding, incredibly important. Like here recently, I've just been going, hey, send me your last 3 album covers without even hearing music, without nothing. Just, hey, send me your last 3 album covers, because that's gonna tell me a lot. I'm gonna know if you make the graphics yourself, if your friend makes them for you, or if you actually take yourself seriously and you hire a graphic artist. And then I'm also gonna know, do you hire somebody off of Fiverr? Do you hire somebody who charges $20, $50, or are you really out here hiring somebody? Like on the Down by Law album, that cost me $400 for the cover, just for the cover. So I'm looking for somebody who's at that same level of taking themselves serious. And then anybody who knows there's 3 variations of that cover available. So like I'm really out here spending money. It costs $600 just to get a song mastered. That doesn't include the recording, the engineering, the mixing, or the production. Mastering is a whole separate process. So I'm looking for artists that are on that caliber, that really take themselves serious to a different level. But if you are, you can send me an email, noxbondmusic@gmail.com. If you're a model, I do model development. I have a model agency, and I do photo shoots that are published photo shoots in all of those magazines you see behind me. This is this big thing back there. That's the Next Level Syndicate. So as you can see, it's kind of like it shows all the DJs and the magazines and the radio stations,
Wow.
the
Impressive.
coalitions,
Very
the
good.
press runs, the promoters, and the distribution network. So, I pretty much offer everything in Next Level. And then of course you can just DM me. I'm a real person, so you can send me a DM on Instagram. Real life NoxBond. We're doing a rebuild. We're starting from scratch. It's a whole new Instagram page. Again, analytics are crucial. So you guys are going to be able to like really see in real time. I'm starting the page with 4 people have seen the page within the last 30 days.
Wow.
So it's a complete from scratch build up, and people are going to be able to see, the growth firsthand.
Yes, absolutely.
Because right now on my main account, when I post, I get tons of comments, like people post and the interaction rate on the comments is ridiculous. I think one of them is like 750 likes to 250 comments.
Wow. That's
Like
very
it's insane. Like, and each one of the comments is a real person that you can then go to their Instagram, look them up, check who they are. Most of them are DJs and they're in the music industry. And I mean, like, you can really like clearly see, holy shit, 250 people just really came and commented on this dude's post. Like
nice.
that's real.
And that's
That's
supportive. Yeah.
I don't even see that from like major label artists. Honestly, I don't. I know a lot of them, and I don't see it. Because the real trick to this thing is building your own platform.
Yeah.
So when you do that, you're creating real power, real advertising dollars. You're in the let's say the goal is to get 1 million followers, like 1 million real followers,
Mm-hmm.
which means that you make a post and you're getting fucking 100,000 likes and 10,000 comments of real people, bro, you're competing with Pepsi and Coca-Cola. You now have a platform to reach millions of people. You can fucking advertise for McDonald's at that point. Like you're competing with the highest Fortune 500 companies. So it kind of gives you an idea. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
absolutely.
if you really do have even 100,000 people that are really following you and interacting with you, you're a fucking celebrity. Like you're a real life. People know who you are. Like in real life,
Mhm.
like you have to be somebody to have that level of a following, and it's so easy to buy it on Fiverr that the power of it kind of dissipates because
Yeah,
everybody has 100,000 followers. So now you don't understand what it really means to have 100,000 followers until somebody really gets 100,000 followers, and then you
right.
see, holy shit, they're famous. They're getting 1,000 comments. So it's
Yeah.
that's kind of the level I'm at with it. Is we're gonna start at zero again. Like I said, I've done it. I've showed it could be, but I want to start at zero, and then boom, build up a whole following,
Yeah.
and keep it 100% organic, so that everybody can just see firsthand perspective. Hey man, this is how you create celebrities.
Yeah. There you go. I
You
love it.
know, so.
Absolutely love it.
Follow
Well,
P
I
Gutters, currently on tour with BSF. Speaking of creating celebrities, follow Trill Will Israel, million real followers. He's been touring for 5 years to get those million real followers. The interaction rate backs it up. Um, Follow Real Life Lucchese and follow Next Level DJ Coalition. Follow my guy DJ T Nice and STE Street Grind Entertainment.
so what we'll do, we're gonna put some of those that information on our pages so that way people can find you more easily.
Yeah,
And so we'll get that posted tonight. I'll try to get that posted tonight when I'm done.
perfect.
That way, people can just go to your website. I think we have your Instagram. We have all that. So that way, people, it's hot
Well,
right
I'm
now.
like,
Let's keep it going.
yeah, I'm a real celebrity, so like all you got to do is like you see where it says NoxBond right there. You just type that into Google, like you know what I mean. It's
So you're
going to show you.
Googleable.
It's very Googleable. Like I said, I took over the entire front page for the term DJ Coalition. Now, mind you, if you rewind 3 years, 3.5, you rewind 3.5 years, you go to Google. You type in DJ Coalition in quotes, like I used to do when I wanted to go hire a DJ Coalition, which is the significance of it. That's
Mhm.
how I hire DJ Coalitions, right? So 3.5 years ago, 4 years ago, if you did that, it was a whole different page, man. It said TJ Chapman chooses the best DJ coalitions, and then it was like Nerve DJs, Core DJs, Coalition DJs, and it was very even. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It was very even. Now, fast forward 3.5 years, I'm not capping. You go to Google, you type in DJ Coalition, you gotta skip pages before you see another DJ Coalition.
Wow.
It's like the first one's our website, and then the second one is our Instagram, and the third one is our Facebook, and the fourth one is our Twitter, and the fifth one is like Wu Tang DJs, and then the sixth one is the fucking label website, Real Life Music LLC. Before any other DJ my record label comes up before another DJ coalition.
Wow.
So I think it was like we're 9 of the top 20 links for DJ Coalition on Google, which is the number one website in the world search engine. So like people really don't understand what that means, man. We have literally erased the competition. They're not on the page anymore. They used to be on the page. They used to be all over the front page. They're
Mm-hmm.
not there anymore. It's just us. That is
Wow.
called a monopoly.
Yeah. I need to Google my name and see what I find.
I do it once a week. That's how I find out articles that are written on me. That's how I keep tabs. I wouldn't know none of the stuff that I'm able to publicize if it wasn't for Google. You
Yeah.
know? Like I don't know. I go to Google. Like that, do you know how much of a shock it was to me when I went to Google the first time and typed in DJ Coalition and saw my company at the top? I'm like, hold on. Hold on, is this because of my memory? Maybe Google is doing a custom search. So I had to go hop on a whole other computer
Mm-hmm.
to confirm it. You know what? Like, oh shit, that's my company.
Wow.
You know
Amazing.
what I mean? So
Yeah.
like it's major. It's big. Like the music industry is big but small.
Yeah.
It's big in the world view. So in the worldview, having access to the music industry makes you a celebrity because it's big. It's larger than life.
Yeah.
It's what creates news. It's these places that I am and these people that I know. These are what create the news that regular people gravitate to.
Mm-hmm.
But in the music industry, the people who are able to make those moves and make that happen, the circle is infinitely small.
Wow.
Everybody works for somebody else.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody
Exactly.
really has power. Like when I talk to a DJ, I tell them, like, usually the first thing is let's define your power. And then they'll be like, man, I could do this and I could do this and I could get music played here. I can get you taken to this label. I can get you on this Roku. And I say, okay, that's great. But we're gonna define your power, not what you can buy. So what can you do with no money being exchanged?
Mm-hmm.
Therein lies your power.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
It's magical. It's magical. I see exactly where you're going, and I see how you're explaining to me how it's really done. And so that's amazing.
it's
It's
the real
amazing.
industry. Yeah, it took me
Yeah.
took me my whole life to learn it. You know what I mean? It took me sacrificing having children, sacrificing getting married, sacrificing going out to clubs and partying, and I sacrificed all that shit. I built a
Yeah.
company. But then I fucking retired at 38. So who's laughing now?
That's the way to do it. I wish that
I
was
don't
me.
work. I sleep till 3 and brag about it because I always wanted to do that.
Yeah.
I used to get cussed out for sleeping till 3. They used to threaten me to lose my job. Even further than that, my mama used to cuss me out. You can't sleep this late. Da, da, da. I'm the boss. I don't have to work. I don't have to wake up in the morning and do the actual grunt work. That's not my job. I built the company. Y'all have fun. I'm gonna go golfing.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Oh my gosh. So
Yeah.
I'm going to have to let you go. We're at the end of our time. You are so awesome. I really, really enjoyed this. So we're going to see if we get DJ T Nice to see if we can get you back. I know your schedule is tight, but I would love to have you before the end of the month. I really would.
Yeah,
Why it's
sounds
fresh.
good. Sounds good. We'll make it happen. I think I
You're
gotta
awesome.
go.
And
Gotta
thank
do
you again
something.
for your patience
Oh
earlier.
yeah,
I
it's not a
appreciate it.
problem. It's not every
Yeah.
day you get to live inside a snow globe. You know what I mean? So,
Well, we got to send you the snow globe for your background too.
yeah, for sure. Well, I use that. I paid a bunch of money for my background, so I
Oh
just
yeah, your background is cool.
you know what I mean. I got to position it to where normally it's like the whole. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's very nice. Oh yeah,
Oh, there we go.
that's all you.
Yeah, it's my syndicate. I own
Yep,
this.
it's your city. I love it.
You know,
Absolutely
and
love it.
that's so I just try to maneuver within my company where people know to respect me because I move outside my company, people don't know who I am, and then they get fucked up, and it's just
You know, the crazy thing is, there's nothing like having your own. For sure, for sure.
man, real shit. So thank you for having me. I appreciate you,
You're welcome.
and
It's a pleasure meeting you, and
yeah, sign up for
I
next
hope we
level.
can keep this going. I really do.
Yep, sign up for next level. We'll put you in the chat, and then I become damn near inaccessible. But you got hundreds of people there. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. So I love it. Absolutely love it. Thank you for the invite, and we will see you again soon. Happy
all right.
holidays to you.
Have a good night.
All right, guys, this is it. Get in the chat room, get his information. He's somebody you need to know. Absolutely love it. Until next week, SKST Radio.
I can tell you my problems, meditating my silence. But I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, now no breath, low dollar. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler. Now all the girls go follow. All the fake fans gon' pile up. I need peace to borrow, get that shit right back tomorrow. Somehow all the fans go bravo. Smile so much to hide my sorrows. Faith is shaky in vibrato.